Fourth lesson from 5-7. Yes, fourth lesson. I said I tried to shorten the videos, and we're trying to keep them short. So here we go. Lesson 4 is on what we call factoring the sum of two cubes or factoring the difference of two cubes. Now, I don't like always teaching in this manner, but what you have to do with this is you just have to plain and simply memorize a pattern. I don't have a way to relate it back to a couple of other things that you've been doing. I don't like teaching this way, but when I do this lesson, this is one where we just have to get it memorized. It's kind of like basic facts. When you get it memorized, it helps. Well, this is something you have to just memorize. The first thing we want to keep track of here is when you're dealing with this is we kind of want to get a sense of what are the perfect cubes. Well, 1 cubed is 1. 2 cubed is 8. 3 cubed is 27. 4 cubed is 64. 5 cubed is 125. 6 cubed is 216. So I will stop here with that because I believe in the text they aren't going to go any higher than those for perfect cubes. But we want to have an idea. You might want to be a good idea to write these down that the first 6 perfect cubes are 1, 8, 27, 64, 125, 216. So now here is the actual pattern that's used. If you have two cubes, a cubed plus b cubed, it follows this pattern. It factors this way. You put a parenthesis, and what we do is we say a. So we say, what is the cubed root of the first term? And I say a. Then we say plus. And I say, what is the cubed root of the second term? Well, the cubed root of b cubed is b, and I put a parenthesis. Now I'm going to open up another new factor. To then get to a cubed plus b cubed, the first term inside the second set of parentheses is a squared. Is a squared. And you can see if you multiply a times a squared, you will get a cubed. The next term is going to be minus a times b. Minus a times b, and then it's plus b squared. Okay, and I have a little acronym that you kind of want to remember to help you with the signs. The acronym is called SOAP. S-O-A-P. SOAP. What's that stand for? So on the signs, it stands for this. Same sign as it starts with. Opposite sign of what you started with. This one, always positive. Okay, SOAP, same sign, opposite sign, always positive. Always follows this pattern. Cubed root plus cubed root times the cubed root. So we have a first term here squared minus, you multiply these two together, and then b squared. And that's the pattern it always follows. So to show you an example of what I'm talking about here, we would have something that looks like this. If you have x cubed plus 27, x cubed and 27 are both perfect cubes. That equals, parenthesis, the cubed root of x cubed is x. The cubed root of 27 is 3. So I go plus 3 because I have same sign, cubed root. Next, I have to follow the pattern of a squared. So I take this first term x and I write x squared. The next term is going to be a times b. So I have a 3 and an x, and I'm going to put a minus in front of it. So I go 3x. Multiply those two. The third term inside parentheses, it's always positive. 3 times 3 is 9. And I'm done. And that's all it is. This is just a pattern that you're just going to have to memorize. I highly suggest that you write this down in your notes. Have it there. Put the acronym of SOAP there and have it in your notes. All right, so now factoring the difference of two cubes. I'm sorry, this video may get out to be 7-8 minutes, but I'm going to get both of these in this video for you. Okay, so factoring the difference of two cubes, I have an a cubed minus b cubed. It follows this pattern. It follows this pattern. I will then, if I follow my acronym with my signs, it will have the same letters here. Okay, it will still be a. Now it has to have the same sign minus b because it's minus here to start with. Then I close off the parentheses. I will still put an a squared. Now the opposite sign of minus is plus, and I put a plus, and it will still be AB. And then the last term is always positive, so then I will say B squared. So that you notice the factors inside this last trinomial and the binomial, all the letters patterns stay the same. The signs in here follow that SOAP pattern. Same sign, opposite sign, always positive. So you have SOAP again. So how does it look when I have an actual problem? It looks like this. If I have this problem, 27a cubed minus 9b cubed. 27a cubed minus 9b cubed. So it may look something like this. All right, so I'm going to factor this. Parenthesis. What is the cubed root of 27 and a cubed? The cubed root of 27 is 3. The cubed root of a cubed is a, so I have 3a. Same sign, minus. What is the cubed root of 9b cubed? And I'm sorry, this 9 is a mistake. Actually, I meant that to be a different number. I'm going to change that for you. So my apologies on that one. So I'm going to change that negative 20. I have 27a cubed, and it will be minus, and I meant 8. 8b cubed. So I apologize for that. All right, so here I am. Cubed root of the first term, 27a cubed. The cubed root is 3a. Minus the cubed root of 8 is 2. The cubed root of b cubed is b. Close it off. Next parenthesis, I got to start my trinomial. First term squared. 3a times 3a is 9a squared. Then I have to take the binomial terms multiplied together. 3 times negative 2 is minus 6, but now inside the parentheses it's always opposite, so I'm going to say 3 times 2 is 6, and then AB, and I need a plus sign here because it's always opposite of what was at the start. The last term is always positive, so I want to take 2b times 2b, that is 4b squared. All right. If you have any questions on that, please feel free to come and talk to me. But this is just a pattern you just have to get memorized. I don't have a good illustration to show you. It's hard to relate it back to what you've been doing, but this is something that factoring special products is something you need to be able to do when you get up into high school. We've just got to get it memorized. It is on your final, so we do need to remember that come June. All right, so give this a shot. The problems that I want you to do for this are as follows. I want you to do the following problem. It's going to be page 311. Page 311 again. Numbers, and I want you to do numbers 17 through 24. 17 through 24, and then 27 and 28. Okay. Page 311, number 17 through 24, 27 and 28. And turn it in when you're done. All right, give her a shot.